Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 30th of March, 2026. With a cool retro vibe today, as you can see, I got my Vice City shirt on. I got cool pink and blue alternating colors in the background, all in celebration of the return of a cool, chill day of fun and retro rewind on the late stream. Let's talk all about how today went. So, we started off today with a fun, chill DSP morning show. Jasper Kitty made an appearance, even though my air conditioner was on. He didn't get spooked, which I was pleased at. And we hung out. We talked about Jasper. We did Q&A. We had a big hour-long kind of hangout session that went really well. People seemed to really enjoy it and had a good time. After that hangout session, we continued with Pokemon Fire Red and played about 3 hours. Today, we basically finished up Cerulean City by heading further to the north east of it, getting to Bill's house and clearing that entire route, coming back to the city and getting a rematch with Misty, which was no small feat to beat. And then after that, continued on down the next route path, got to Vermilion City, actually ended up backtracking to unlock the bicycle, and did a bunch of tough fights, recruited more Pokemon, leveled up more, and in general, just had a very chill time with the viewers. And in fact, the viewers outright stated they're really liking this playthrough. They're enjoying the fact that it is classic Pokemon. It's way more challenging because the recent Pokemon games I've played really have had no challenge, and this one has a lot. And they're like seeing me struggle but overcome. You know what I mean? They like helping me understanding the elemental changes, how the status effects work, and things like that. Because honestly, in recent Pokemon games, they really haven't been much of an impact at all. And now, being that this is the original one remade, they actually are very, very important and impactful. Overall, today's first stream went very well, but did not perform nearly as well as the last one, support-wise. Now, is it the end of the world? Hell no. We still made over $100. Everyone had a good time, but it's kind of all over the place. The first Pokemon stream did really well. The last one also did really well. This one, not so much. Is this a sign that Pokemon is going to start declining and falling off, or was this just a one-off? I don't know. All I'll say is if you like Pokemon, please consider supporting those videos. You could leave a super thanks or maybe a tip. I would appreciate that. Or if you can make it to the next Pokemon stream later in the week, if you could support that one, I would appreciate it because I really like this playthrough. I'm really enjoying the throwback vibe of playing the original Pokemon game with an audience, and I want to keep it going. Okay? There was also a DSP Tries It episode today. Now, originally I was going to try 2 Whoppers. One is the new Whopper that they just debuted, and the other one was supposed to be a Whopper that they premiered today, but the one that supposedly came out today wasn't available on any delivery apps. So I have no idea if that means it's just not available today at all, or the apps just wouldn't do it. So I ended up ordering the new Whopper and the Spicy Royal Crispy Chicken Sandwich and what they call a half-C, which is half fries, half onion rings, and I reviewed all of that on today's DSP Tries It. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, the episode is live over on DSP Reacts. That's at DSP React on YouTube. Hope you enjoy the episode. I'm not doing one next week because next week is my birthday marathon. And since it's my birthday marathon, I'm likely going to have like a piece of cake or something that day. I likely also will order some food, but it's just going to be something that I basically really like, and I'll share with my wife rather than it being, say, something for DSP Tries It. So, DSP Tries It will likely return probably around the second week of April. Okay? Cool. Tonight's late stream, like I just said, in celebration of these retro 90s vibes, retro rewind, and I was ready for it. I was ready to chill with everyone, and the audience was pretty good. You know, we didn't get as many people this time as we did last time, but the crowd was still pretty good. Over 200 on YouTube and 100 on Kick the entire night. People were engaged and hanging out and having a good time. Tonight, what did we do in the game? We unlocked a new genre, romance movies. We unlocked our first employee, and I made that employee the person who was bringing in the tapes and scanning them and putting them back out on the shelves, but also rewinding them if they needed to be, or throwing them out if they also needed to. So that worked out really well. It allowed me to focus on checking the customers out, but also running out and handing out flyers, which actually brought a lot more customers into the store and increased our sales. Also, dramatically increased inventory, which means I had to redo the store, now having central aisles. So I had back-to-back shelving. So now you could actually have sections that were kind of colored in the center of the store. And we had all these new shelves and new movies added, but it was still in the same floor space. So it ended up working really well. A great, great night of fun. By the end of the night, we had unlocked a popcorn machine. Sadly, we didn't get to use it yet. And it looks like we're going to have next time another new release, new genre, and more new stuff unlocked. The only bummer, once again, just like Pokemon, the stream didn't do nearly as well support-wise as it did last time. Now, I'm not saying that I'm looking for it to be overwhelmingly supported every time, but it was about $100. And I was like, well, that's decent, but it's not really where I would love it to be, particularly after last stream when it did really, really well. So again, I understand that maybe some people couldn't make it tonight. Maybe some people just couldn't support. That's fine. Hey, if you enjoy Retro Rewind after the fact on YouTube, again, consider a super thanks. Consider maybe leaving a tip. And when I come back to it later in the week, if you can show up to the stream and support it, I very, very much would appreciate that. I like both the chill vibes of Pokemon, Fire Red, and Retro Rewind, and I want to keep them as playthroughs. But I do need people to come out and support them when I stream them. So let's see what happens over the week and later in the week when I play them again. Okay? Cool. Tomorrow, completely different kind of day. Even though, yes, there will be a DSP morning show and chill vibes. We're going to have the return of Crimson Desert on the first stream and Street Fighter 6 on the late stream. Let's talk about it. Crimson Desert, after returning to it on Friday and people coming out in droves to engage and support with it, makes me feel like this is going to be a good one, and maybe we can actually do a lengthy playthrough of it if people are there for it. But herein lies the question. The first stream of Crimson Desert did well because it was a what if, is it good or not, let's find out stream. The second stream of Crimson Desert did well because I had already raged at the game the week before, and people wanted to see if my opinion would change, if the game would kick my butt, or if I would overcome. Good news is I overcame, and now we're kind of on pace for a good playthrough. But will people show up again? Because now that whole curiosity factor is kind of done. Will you be there for Crimson Desert tomorrow to hang out and help me to understand the game mechanics to support that stream? Or will it now slow down dramatically? Let's see. If it slows down dramatically, hey, we had 2 good streams of it. That's fine. And we can wrap it up. But the thing is, now I'm intrigued. I want to play more of it. I hope that I can get an audience for it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow night's Street Fighter 6 stream, I already had questions all day long, like who are you playing with, what's going to happen. Here's how it's going to go down tomorrow. We're going to boot the stream up. You're going to vote. Do you want more E Honda? Do you want Lily? Or do you want Dalsim? Again, these are the 3 characters that I use who all were rebalanced dramatically in this Alex patch from a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And so, if you vote for Honda, well, I've already used Honda on Friday, and I actually did really well with casual play. I would take him into ranked, trying to utilize these new changes that I have learned. If you vote for Lily, or if you vote for Dalsim, I'm going to use them and I'm going to try to learn their new balance changes, which are pretty significant, but I'm going to play them in casual play. That will give me an opportunity to, practice, try to learn how they're implemented, and not sit there just getting smashed by tryhards, constantly losing points and basically destroying everything that I've worked for, So, yeah, depending on what you vote for, that will determine what we do tomorrow night in Street Fighter 6. Now, another factor here. Street Fighter 6 traditionally does very well on Friday nights. However, when I've played it midweek, it has always been hit or miss. Particularly last Tuesday night, I played with Alex, and it didn't go well at all. The support was not even $100, and people were pretty negative to me, if you remember, in the Kick Chat all night long. So, tomorrow night, how's it going to go? Are we going to get a positive crowd of supporters who like Street Fighter, or are we going to get a bunch of jerks? Are we going to be people who actually will say, hey, yes, this is cool that Phil is making the effort to learn these characters with all the balance changes, or are we going to get people who just sit there and razz me and say horrible things, and then the stream is done? I don't know. I hope it's obviously the former, not the latter. I want to try these characters, learn their changes, and have a good time. It's hard to do that when it's not a guarantee that I'll get that kind of crowd. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you are too. Tomorrow should be a completely action-packed, different kind of day from today, and I hope that you will be there to hang out, engage, and support if you can make it. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.